Welcome back to Grammar Grade 6. This is Unit 4, Lesson 25, and we're starting a brand new unit all about pronouns. Up to now, we've spent a lot of time with verbs, but today we turn to some of the handiest little words in English. They're small, they show up everywhere, and once you see how they work, your writing gets smoother almost instantly. Let's meet the personal pronouns. First, what exactly is a pronoun? A pronoun is a word that takes the place of a noun. Remember, a noun names an actual person, place, or thing. A pronoun is a stand-in word that points back to that noun so we don't have to keep repeating it. That's the whole reason pronouns exist. They let us talk about someone or something again and again without saying the same noun over and over. Here's why that matters. Listen to this sentence. Maria lost Maria's book. Saying Maria twice sounds clunky, doesn't it? Now watch what a pronoun does. Maria lost her book. The word her steps in for Maria's, and suddenly the sentence flows. That's the magic of a pronoun. It clears out the repetition and keeps your writing clean. Personal pronouns come in 3 points of view we call person. First person means the speaker, the one doing the talking, I and we. Second person means the listener, the one being spoken to, you. And third person means someone or something else being talked about, he, she, it, and they. An easy way to remember it? Me talking, you listening, and them out there being discussed. Pronouns also tell us how many. A singular pronoun stands for just one. I, you, he, she, and it. A plural pronoun stands for more than one. We, you, and they. Did you notice that you shows up in both lists? That's because you can mean one person, like when I ask a single friend a question, or a whole group, like when a coach speaks to the whole team. English lets you do double duty. Now here's the part that trips people up, so let's slow down. Personal pronouns come in 2 forms, depending on the job they do. When a pronoun is the subject, the one doing the action, we use a subject form. Look, she kicked the winning goal. She is the doer, the subject. They cheered from the stands. They are the doers too. The subject forms are I, you, he, she, it, we, and they. The rule is simple. The subject does the action. The other form is the object form, and we use it when the pronoun receives the action instead of doing it. Look, the coach praised her. The coach is the doer, but her is on the receiving end, so we use the object form. I pass the ball to them. Them receives the pass. The object forms are me, you, him, her, it, us, and them. So the object receives the action. Notice how she becomes her and they becomes them when the job changes. Let's boil it down to a quick check you can run on any pronoun. Step 1. Is the pronoun doing the action? If yes, use a subject form like he, she, or they. Step 2. Is the pronoun receiving the action? If yes, use an object form like him, her, or them. Doer or receiver, that's the whole question. Match the form to the job and you'll get it right. Ready to try a few together? In this first set, I'll show you a sentence with a pronoun, and you decide whether that pronoun is a subject form or an object form. Pause the video and try each one yourself before I give the answer. We planted a garden behind the school. Look at the word we. Is it doing the action or receiving it? We are the ones doing the planting, so we is the subject. The answer is subject pronoun. Grandpa taught us to bake bread. Here, Grandpa is the doer, the one teaching. The word us is on the receiving end of that teaching, so us is an object. The answer is object pronoun. They waved as the train pulled away. Who is doing the waving? They are, so they is the doer, the subject of the sentence. The answer is subject pronoun. Now each sentence is missing a pronoun. Decide which form fits the job in the blank. Pause and try each before I answer. Blank finished her drawing first. The blank is the doer, the one finishing the drawing, so we need a subject form. She fits, not her. The answer is she. The teacher handed blank the prize. Here, the teacher is the doer. The blank is receiving the prize, so it needs an object form. Them fits, not they. The answer is them. Marcus and blank walk to the park. A quick trick. Cover up Marcus and ask what sounds right. I walk to the park, not me walk to the park. Marcus and I are doing the walking, so we need the subject form. The answer is I. Let's wrap up what we learned. A pronoun is a stand-in for a noun, so we don't keep repeating the same word. Subject pronouns do the action, like I, he, she, we, and they. Object pronouns receive the action, like me, him, her, us, and them. Ask yourself, is this pronoun the doer or the receiver? And match the form to the job. Great start to Unit 4. Next time, we'll dig even deeper into pronouns. I'll see you there.